Well, several well-known politicians will be sent packing tonight as these Texas primaries are winding down.
The Republican race for Attorney General is perhaps the best example of this, but a May runoff means it's not over yet. State of Texas host Josh Hinkle is joining us again with a closer look at things.
Yes, you had three candidates who'd already been in statewide elected positions and a congressman, so a Republican runoff could be stressful news for incumbent Ken Paxton. Instead of spending many months focusing on a possible general election opponent, he'll have to take time to keep campaigning against someone in his own party with a felony indictment still hanging over his head and accusations of misusing his office to benefit a political donor. Those would definitely come up in a runoff, and that election would happen on May 24th.
Let's talk about how a runoff would work in Texas elections for our viewers.
Well, a runoff is between the top two finishers in a primary if the primary winner doesn't get at least 50% of the vote. In general elections in Texas, the candidate with the most votes does win, even without getting half the votes, like former Governor Rick Perry in 2006, who won the general election with 39% of the vote. Runoffs can be exciting, right?
For sure, and a little nervous for the incumbents as well.
I would say so, yeah, right. Challengers will often have really dedicated supporters who often show up to polls on a runoff election day when overall turnout is typically lower. One fairly recent runoff you may remember paved the way for a U.S. Senate for Ted Cruz in his first election in 2012. While it wasn't an incumbent he beat, he did win against a sitting Lieutenant Governor, David Dewhurst, who had already won 4 statewide elections, which hurt Dewhurst's political career. 2 years later, Dan Patrick, then a state senator, beat Dewhurst in his re-election bid in a runoff and became Lieutenant Governor.
And the lower voter turnout in the runoffs are a factor as well.